Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Capricorn July 26, 2022. Creatively speaking, you're in great form this morning. You're in good shape for cultivating and enhancing connections through conversation. You may be excited about advancing a hobby or creative project. While there can be very supportive energy now, as the day progresses, you can be particularly sensitive and given to overthink. As well, the moon moves from your partnership sector to your intimacy sector later today, and you take more interest in getting to the heart of a matter than scratching the surface or keeping the peace. Today's planetary configuration brings the feeling of wanting to escape from a situation that seems too confining. You have had enough of the energy that seems to characterize a certain relationship and wish for a chance to do something different so that you can mull over your next step. This doesn't necessarily mean the end, but it does seem to indicate it is time for a break. How do you feel about your professional commitments and working relationships? You might need to adjust how you view and interact in such arrangements when the moon in Cancer opposes Pluto retrograde in your sign. As you go through Pluto retrograde, your professional identity will undergo an intense but rewarding transformation. These changes may also reflect in your commitments, especially how you work with others and how much you see yourself in your obligations. Use the opposition to reflect on your process thus far to ensure that you are aligned with the right partnerships. Take a bit of time to walk away from whatever you've been doing a lot of. You may find that you've become so focused on the job at hand that you begin to alienate those around you because you have become so distant. Don't allow yourself to become totally caught up in one activity. Just walk away for a while and spend some time back here in the real world. Those close to you will welcome your return. Right now you have a short fuse and are quick to lose your temper. Be more considerate and don't take every little thing personally. Think about what's really important in life: harmonious relationships with family and friends. Show your nearest and dearest how much they mean to you. You'll have to swallow your pride first. Research, research, research. You can't learn too much about your latest scheme, and your fact-finding acumen could lead you to places you've never considered, and to far-flung people that you might not have otherwise met. If in a bad mood and feeling rather lackluster, don't take out your frustration on those you love most of all. Feeling unhappy with yourself doesn't endear you to people. With a little more self-discipline and a degree of self-reflection, you can exhibit more positive energy and show others how easy it is to smile. You should be feeling like you could accomplish almost anything today, and the good news is that you are right. High energy will be yours as you tackle everything from meetings to phone conferences to drafting up proposals. Your thoughts will be clear and you'll be able to express yourself in a persuasive, eloquent manner. Focus all of this positive energy in the right direction, and miracles can happen today. Get ready for a fun day. There's a vibration in the air, and this can see you enjoy yourself more than any other essence can. If it's a possibility for you, see about taking the day off, or at least getting away a little early. Make some plans to engage in your absolute favorite activities, and be sure to get as many friends together as you can. This kind of break from routine will do your spirit, mind, and body a world of good. The moon might be wrapping up its ordinary monthly visit to your work sector, but it comes at a turning point in this professional year. All the planets that will normally move through your work sector each year have been and gone, with Venus, the last to arrive and the last to leave, having just left last week. Yet as the moon wraps up a visit designed to tie up loose ends, it will instead leave you with a sense that the best is still to come, and that includes across the income, work, and career fronts. Just days after the sun left your relationship sector over the weekend, the moon returns for its only visit, while Venus is here to find the planet of love on her own. Venus is benefiting from a clash between your personal and relationship needs over recent weeks without being involved, with the moon returning to capture the benefits gained. Our eyes in the sky. Investing money today can reap big returns and dividends. It's also a great day to connect with those you haven't spoken to in quite some time. If you're single, pay attention to the people you meet or engage with today. They could play an important role in your future. Embrace the positivity and good vibes. Today is a pleasant day, which is a nice change from all the cosmic chaos of last week. There's some powerful energy fueling your ambition and driving you to get a lot done today, but power struggles are unavoidable during the difficult Moon, Mars, and Pluto cardinal T-square. If you can feel the tension building between you and someone else who also wants the leadership role you're intent on playing, it's going to come to a head at some point. And when it all blows up in your face, it's not going to be pretty. You might want to have an alternate plan ready in case your authority is successfully challenged. After a brief void of course period, the Moon enters playful Leo, helping diffuse some of the more difficult cosmic energy from earlier. Luckily, you should be able to forget about some of the day's tenser moments as you play with your kids or go out dancing with friends. Being the center of attention is your main goal now, and whether it's adoring affection from a lover or all eyes on you on the dance floor, you're happy to soak up the happiness that being in the spotlight offers you now. Regardless, we will confront psychological material at this time, and we are offered protection to this end so we might understand our inner workings and unconscious motivations without getting overwhelmed. Following this connection, the Moon falls into a void lasting into the early evening. Use this time for reflection. We might think we are living in the here and now, but how much of our personality and identity hinges on nostalgia? Are our thoughts of what it means to be productive, tech-savvy, or eco-conscious actually rather inefficient and outdated? Under this influence, we believe that it is our purpose, our mission, to help others modernize their lifestyles by encouraging them to think outside the box. There is freedom in liberating ourselves from old conditioning, and thankfully, others see our message as revolutionary and exciting, rather than disruptive. In the morning, the Cancer Moon trines Neptune in Pisces, stimulating our creative impulses. Ultimately, we get more from rest than from exertion now. When we allow ourselves to relax, we gain the ability to tune into serendipity and thereby develop greater trust in our intuition. We can use this influence to practice divination techniques, such as reading tea leaves, tarot, or scrying. Looking to our astrological charts can also be revelatory, not because we are seeking answers, but because we are open to receiving insights from the universe. Late in the morning, the Moon squares off with Mars in Aries, provoking tension. Our emotional needs and desires conflict at this time, creating an internal battle of wills. We risk taking our frustrations out on anyone who happens to get in our way. Obviously, this is a poor use of our energy, which can be much better applied to self-examination. Otherwise, we can get our angst out through physical activity, but should avoid competitive sports as we could accidentally injure ourselves or another when we are simply attempting to face a challenge courageously.